looking at transfer of money from foreign entities to the Biden family. Many of these payments happened whilst Biden was vice president. And basically, it's over $10 million from foreign sources. And they found that Hunter Biden and his associates formed around 15 companies after Biden became VP in 2009. And so, in theory, they are supposedly funneling or allegedly funneling money through these companies from foreign sources for something. And they suspect it's pay for play or influencing US policy through these payments. So I'll give you some examples, right? For example, when Biden was actually giving a speech about anti-corruption in Romania, they were actually receiving money from a Romanian national who was later convicted of corruption um, in Romania. And then, funnily enough, that money stopped coming after Biden left his VP position, which would have been in 2017. And then there was another instance from a Chinese Communist Party connected individual who paid millions of dollars to the Bidens through various shell companies and even through family members as well. So they were able to receive this foreign money in smaller installments. But the House Oversight Committee found all these smaller installments adding up to a larger whole, which gives you these numbers in millions of dollars. And they had basically a web of LLCs set up to sort of hide the path of funds. Now, the Oversight Committee, they don't know what these payments were for, but they say basically if they were for a legitimate business deal, then there should in theory be invoices and records, and they intend to pursue and subpoena these as well. Now, of course, they suspect influence peddling, right? Pay for play. Basically, we give you some money, and then the US policy on this will get changed to your benefit or whatever. But the next step for them basically is to subpoena invoices, financial records of what these business deals were for. There's a list of all these LLCs that were set up by the Bidens. So you can see sort of like all these different names. Rosemont Seneca is one that you hear name of a lot, set up by Hunter Biden. But there's all these other ones that sort of functioned as a web of companies where payments would be sent and they would end up in the Biden's bank accounts.
It's crazy to me to think that, here that everybody's talking about George Santos, who's essentially, nobody you'd want to praise or anything, but it's tens of thousands of dollars, if not maybe $100,000 at best, that this guy's laundering. Maybe, let's go crazy and say it's $500,000, right? We've got the president of the United States literally taking money from the most evil entity that the world has ever known.
Right. The Chinese Communist Party.
Exactly. And no one's talking about how there's a committee telling you that your president is taking millions of dollars from the same group, the Communist Party of China, that kills and torch people for their beliefs and what they live by. And it's mind-blowing that we as a society can accept Biden as the president and his family when they're accepting dirty money.
It's interesting, isn't it, as well? In this investigation, you've got actual evidence. Whereas you remember when there was that Trump-Russia investigation going on, and I was always looking at it thinking, well, what exactly are they accusing him of? And they never really gave you any evidence. There was something about a computer communicating with another computer, which turned out to be false. Like there was never any hard evidence. But I mean, this investigation literally has given you their bank records showing you payments from foreign companies and nationals and asking what are these payments for, right? And the Bidens haven't responded. Well, actually, I think Joe Biden said that it's false or something. And then the press secretary, Karine Jean-Pierre, was asked to clarify, and she refused to clarify, his statements. It's looking pretty incriminating, to be honest.
Oh, it's definitely pretty grim. I mean, it only took them 4 months to figure out, hey, there's $10 million that went to your family. He's
Hunter
not
Biden, expert in gas energy production, right? He was on the board of Burisma.
Yeah, right. Burisma.
He's
So
tried his
yeah,
hand at everything.
yeah, he's obviously brilliant. When you're the president of the United States, you definitely should not be accepting, or anybody in your family accepting money from a communist party entity.